morning to you all, my dear students. You remember that which chapter we took up in our previous class? Yes, we took up chapter 7, that is Into the Future. And I hope you all like this story, as you must have connected the story with the cartoon character Doraemon, who has time machine, isn't it? Who always keep on thinking about his time machine, and that Nobita is always after him for getting the time machine and for getting the other gadgets, isn't it? So, and I told you that this story is even more or less connected with that movie Jurassic Park, even, which was even based on science fiction. And here even the story of this chapter was related to science fiction. And I even told you that science fiction has nothing to do with the reality. That is, here that person is even speculating, even imagining the things in his own mind, so which doesn't have any logic behind it, right? So here today we are going to do the unseen passages related to this chapter, as this chapter is going to come in for the reading purposes. Okay, so let's read out the unseen passages here. So here I have taken up the first passage. I had finished my work before 4 in the morning. Now only one thing was left to do, to give the time machine its first test. I sat down in the seat of the time machine and looked at my watch. 19 minutes past 4. I held my breath and pulled the lever down a tiny bit. It felt as if I was falling through endless space. My stomach trying to squeeze into my throat, my mouth gasping for air. Quickly I pulled the stop lever. You remember this paragraph where the author was trying to set up the machine, and he was trying to test the machine, and there he was feeling that he is being thrown from the space, right? So let's read out what are the questions of this passage, and then we'll be answering those questions. So here we have got the first question: by what time he had finished his work? So answer of this question is, he had finished his work before 4 in the morning. And then the another question we have, what was the only thing left? So what was the only thing left? The only last thing left was to give the time machine its first test, right? As he mentioned in the paragraph, that the only one thing left was to give the time machine its first test. Okay, we have got it from here. And then now let's see what is the third question we have. What was the time when he looked at the watch? So you remember what was the time? Did you observe that what was given in the paragraph? Here it is 19 minutes past 4, isn't it? Right? Got it? So now we will be writing down the answer here. That is, he had finished his work. So here we have the answer. It was 19 minutes past 4 when he looked at the watch. According to the question, we have found the answer. Okay. In which machine he sat down? So this you all know. He sat down in the seat of time machine, right? So now here we'll be getting our fifth question. Why did he quickly pull the lever? So why did he quickly pull the lever? Because he was quite eager. His stomach was trying to squeeze into his throat. His mouth was gasping for air. So he quickly pulled the lever. We get it into the passage, that is, here we have got it. I felt as if I was falling through endless space. My stomach trying to squeeze into my throat. My mouth gasping for air. Quickly I pulled the stop lever. So that is why he put the stop lever, because he was trying to get more air to breathe. So he pulled the lever. So that was our answer number 5. So now this passage is over. We'll be moving on to the next passage. Next passage I have for you people, that is, I pulled the lever down even more and everything around became a blur. The walls and windows of my workshop vanished. The machine was swaying. Now I wanted to pull the lever all the way down. I did. Around me was a world of wonders, with huge buildings rising taller and taller, skies changing from dark grey to bright blue, and a countryside that grew greener and greener. I looked at the dials of the time machine, which told me how fast and far I was traveling. I was shocked. So now, according to the passage, I have these questions according to the passage. What happened when he pulled the lever down? Let's move to the passage and find out the answer. So what happened when he pulled the lever down? He pulled the lever down. Everything around him became a blur. So this answer we got in the very first line. So we may answer it like this. Everything around him became blur when he pulled the lever down. So I have changed the formation of words to make it match to the question, right? So then next question we have, what was around him? So now let's move to the passage and find out what was around him. So where do we have this around him? Yes, here we have, around me was a world of wonders, right? So this answer we have got it very easily. So now here we have the answer, that is, around him was world of wonders. Very easy it was. So now moving on to the third question. What is the third question? That is, what happened to his workshop? So now we are to find the answer of this question. What happened to his workshop? So now here the walls and windows of his workshop vanished, right? So this had happened to his workshop. So this is the answer of question number 3. So now here the walls and windows of his workshop vanished. And the fourth question is, what happened when he pulled the lever all the way down? So what happened? Here we have the answer, building rising taller and taller, skies changing from dark grey to bright blue, and countryside that grew greener and greener. All these things happened when he pulled the lever all the way down. He moved into the future and even more than 8 lakhs years. I'm so sorry. So then these things happened. Okay. And then next question we have, that is, why was he shocked? So now we are to find the question of this, answer of this question, and the answer is this. He was shocked when he looked at the dial of the time machine, which told him how fast and far he was traveling. So when he looked on the time machine, then he got to know that he is in the year 802, 810, 702 I guess, or 802, 710 AD. So then he got to know that he was quite farthest, even more than that what he had imagined. So that made him into shock, right? So this was our passage 2. So now here we have another passage even, that is, the work was very delicate and I had to make sure that the size of the levers was just right to the smallest fraction of an inch. One lever was enough to start the machine traveling through time. Push the lever up and it went into the past. Pull it down and it went into the future. The other lever was to stop it wherever I wanted, or rather whenever I wanted, because I would be staying in the same spot and only the time would change, right? So here, which questions do we have? we have why has he to make sure that the size of the liver was just right. So why he was to make sure, here we have the answer. He has to make sure that the size of the liver was just right because the work was very delicate. This was there in the first line even, right? Because the work was very delicate. Just change the formation according to the question, okay? And then next, how many livers were enough to start the machine? After reading the story, we have got this answer on our own, that only one liver was enough to start the machine and the another liver was to be set for stopping that, isn't it? So here only one, okay? One liver was enough to start the machine traveling time, okay? Next we have question number 3, that is what was the use of other liver? Other liver was to stop the machine wherever and whenever he wanted, right? So here the answer is the other liver was to stop the machine wherever he wanted. And then fourth question, what happened when he pushed the lever up and pull it down? When he was to push the lever up, in that case what would happen? It went into the past, and when he pull it down, it would move to the future. So this is the answer which we got to know after reading the story, after understanding the story. We need not to read the passage even for getting the answers. But still you should reconfirm these answers from the passage. Don't be overconfident sometime. So then next we have question number 5, that is what will change when he would be staying in the same spot? So what will change? He would be staying in the same spot and only the time would change, right? Only the time would change, rest everything would remain the same. So this was our passage number 3. So now we would be moving to the next passage, that is, I was shocked. I had gone much faster and farther than I thought. I was in the year 800 to 701. Those huge numbers made me lost my head and panic. I pulled hard on the stop lever and paid the price for it. The stop was too sharp and the machine tipped over. I heard a very loud. I was thrown from my seat, stunned. I lay on soft green grass. I heard a very loud thunderclap and a shower of hailstones stung my face. It was impossible to see. A fine welcome, I muttered. A man travels over 8 lakhs years for a visit, and this is the greeting he gets. So now this was the ending, almost at the ending of the lesson. So now let's find out which questions we have got connected it. What made him lose his head and get panic? So now what is the answer here? Why was he getting panic? Let's see. Panic, where is the word? Yes, those huge numbers made him panic and lose his head, sorry. So then those huge number made him lose his head and get panic, right? So then in which year was he traveling? He was traveling in 800 to 701 AD. Okay. And then third is, what happened when he pulled hard on the stop lever? So what happened? The stop was too sharp and the machine tipped over, right? And he was fallen from his seat, right? You may add on the line again. And the fourth one is, what happened after the machine tipped over? So what happened? He was thrown from his seat after the machine tipped over. You remember we read in the paragraph. And then next one we have question number 5. What greetings he got? So now we have got the answer that he got a warm welcome for his entry in that year by a thunderclap and hailstones, isn't it? So now here a man travels over 8 lakhs years for a visit. This is the greeting he gets. And then he was welcomed. That was my understanding, but here we got in the paragraph that the greeting he gets is that he traveled 8 lakhs of years, right? So this was our passage number 4. So another passage for comprehension, that is, I looked around me, my heart sank, my coat still hung over a chair, my tools were where I had laid them, my workshop was just as I had left it, my machine was a failure. Then I saw daylight coming through the window and my heart started beating faster. The clock on the wall said 9:30. My watch read 21 minutes after 4. I had travelled more than 5 hours in just 2 minutes. The time machine worked. I suppose I should have stopped then and planned my next move. But I could not wait any longer to journey through time. I pulled the lever down again a little harder than before. Time outside the time machine speeded up. I saw my housekeeper whiz into my room and clean it in record time. So now here, which questions we have been given? Let's see. So we have got these 2 questions first. Why did his heart sink? And the another question, what was the time on the wall clock? So we need to find out these 2 answers. So here he looked around him and his heart sank. About time, what was the time in the clock? The clock on the wall said 9:30. So we have got the answer here. So now let's write down the answers. His heart sank when he looked around, right? And the answer of this question, what was the time on the wall clock? It was 9:30, right? And the next questions we have, question number 3, what was the time in his watch? Earlier, time on the wall clock. So now time in his watch. How much did he travel in just 2 minutes? So now we are to find these 2 answers. So how we will find out? My watch read 21 minutes after 4. So this is the question number 3's answer. And then I had travelled more than 5 hours in just 2 minutes. Again the answer of the 4th question. How much he travelled, right? So now here we will be writing up the answers for 3rd and 4th. So that is, what was the time in his watch? It was 21 minutes after 4. And then 4th one, how much did he travel in just 2 minutes? He travelled more than 5 hours in just 2 minutes. Okay. And then 5th one is, what happened when he pulled the lever down again a little harder? So now what happened when he pulled the lever? So now let's find out the answer. But I couldn't wait anyway. I pulled the lever down again a little harder than before. Time outside the time machine speeded up. We have got this answer. So now we'll be writing down. Here we'll be writing down. Time outside the time machine speeded up when he pulled the lever down again a little harder. So here we have got the answers of all those 5 questions. And please prepare this kind of comprehension passages on your own for almost all the lessons which come for your reading skills in your exam, right? If this way you would be preparing, you would be able to achieve more marks. And then it's better that you don't go through the answers, you don't mug up the answers. Rather, whenever the lesson is taught, whenever it is read in the class, you need to be very attentive. You need to be quite concentrative. And then if you have understood the lesson, then without even getting the passage, you will be able to get the answers. As in, some of the answers we clicked even without moving to the passage, right? So this is how we go with the comprehension passages. And if you have any kind of doubts, connect me for them. Thank you.